second half of this preliminary round, but trust me, we are in our toes because it's been already, we have already the opportunity to play 3 times against this team, and we know how difficult it is, and maybe the 2-0 make it feel, if you didn't watch the game, that it was an easy game for us and 2-0 away, but it's far from that. So we know how difficult it's going to be. We are absolutely conscious about it, and we are responsible, and we are mentally prepared for a tough game, for a difficult one, and that's the way that we are approaching this one more time.
Buenas tardes, coach.
Buenas tardes.
From PowerFM. Firstly, happy belated birthday. We do know that you celebrated your birthday a couple of days ago. Coach.
Ago.
Yes, coach.
No, thank you so much. Thank you.
Coach, when you in the first leg, fine, you're taking a 2-0 advantage. You prefer not to see it that way, but what will be the emphasis going into tomorrow's game? Are there things that you still need to improve on? The things that you also got impressed on based on how you performed in the first league?
Always, there's things to improve, but in the knockout games is more about on that day, the needs of the game on that day, more than the way that you want to look always as a team, like in a regular competition. The knockout games are different, like you said, now it's 2-0, so you have to anticipate many of the possible scenarios, many of the options and the things that the opponent can do in order to reduce that advantage. Is only a speculation among ourselves to say if they coming, full from the beginning or if they are going to wait. So we have to prepare ourselves, and we are for every possible scenario. But at the same time, we want to be ourselves on the field, and the only way to be ourselves is forget that we are leading 2-0 and face the game like a game that we are playing in Orlando, in Soweto, in our home, and we want to get a good result. And the only good result for us, and the result that everybody is expecting from us, is winning.
Good afternoon, Coach. Very Leia from the CBC. When you talk about your approach and you look forward to tomorrow, you are playing against a team that considered 2 goals at home, which become 2 away goals. For you, there's a lot of pressure on their side. Is this a game where emotions should be put aside? I'm looking at the pace that you've got playing against a desperate team like that. And you can gain more just by being not emotional about maybe dominating the crowd and everything in terms of how you will be driven tomorrow.
Look, is part of what I'm saying. I mean, we have to forget in the moment that we go to the field, again, we have an opportunity to play football, to win the match. And we know that when we win tomorrow, we are in the next round. There's no doubt, right? So that's the result that we should be looking for from the beginning in order to avoid any other problems during the night. But again, in front of us, we're going to have a good team, good players, well organized, trying to get a good result, trying to get a better result than the last time that we faced each other, probably trying to look for something different in order to try to move the game as soon as possible or not. So we have to be concentrated, we have to be focused all the time and understand quick what's going on the field, what the opponent is proposing to us, the questions that we need to answer quick in the first 15-20 minutes is going to be very important, that period of the game. And that's all, but then the emotions, all of those things, we have to be far from that. But in each and every game, we are Orlando Pirates. We need to play for winning, with hopefully with the stadium packed and supporting us all the way. I'm sure that there's going to be a good affluence of fans with us tomorrow, and again, an opportunity to play football and to offer a good game and ultimately a good result as well.
Good afternoon, Coach. We are from Vision Africa. Coach, apart from just the fans that come out here on a weekly basis, and they've done great for Orlando Pirates, what keeps charging up the team so much, especially when they come back for that second round match? And I'm looking at the sequence of a Disciples match, you get a draw outside. Even in the MTN 8 Cape Town City, it's another draw. But you come back home here, there's just something just finishing the job at home, if I may put that headline, that just charges up the team. What is it about it, Coach?
Obviously, we are a lucky team, like I said many times, when we play home, because even when we play away, to be honest, if you have a look of the stadium in Botswana, and then you can understand the dimension of this club and how much these players are loved wherever they go. But yeah, we are comfortable in Orlando because it's our home. It goes without saying. It's a good atmosphere. It's a place that we know very well, and we try to make it an advantage for us, like every other club in the world, when they play home and they have the amount of people that we have behind us. So it's a pleasure to play for them. It's a pleasure to see them enjoy the game and play the game for us and with us, and obviously when you are involved in this group and you finish the game and you feel the love and you feel how much they are behind, it's something that you want to repeat, in each and every game, and it's a constant motivation for us and communication with the fans. So I guess the energy that we get in here at home is helping us. And even the other day we were 1 goal behind, but the people was supporting us all the way, 90 minutes, 1-1, the people still pushing and hoping that we're going to score, and that's an active that right now is in our side that we need to capitalize in every game, and hopefully tomorrow is not going to be exceptional.
Good afternoon, Coach. When you play games of consequence so early on in the season, MTN 8 Supersport United, you've got to win. 2 games, Cape Town City, you've got to win. What exactly does that help you with yourself, technical team, as well as the players, playing such huge games early on in the season? How does that help Orlando Pirates, the players, yourself, and everyone involved with the club?
Win helps. Win those games, those must-win games. It helps obviously to have more confidence, to believe in what you do, to trust each other, to get that connection with the people who is following us. There's only positives, and it is what it is. I don't want to repeat myself all the time, but when you are in a club like ours, it goes without saying, we are here to win matches, to win trophies, to play finals, to make everybody proud. That's the assignment for us. So as soon as we get used to, as soon as we take this with naturality, we accept it, the better for us, because the talent is here, the capacity is here. Now we have much more confidence maybe than before, or in other moments of our time together here. But it's something that is in our jobs, and it's important to accept it, and to win those must-win games, you have to play in a particular rhythm, in a particular pace, and that's something that is good for us, if that's more or less what you want to know. So, but again, once we finish this game, we're gonna face Polokwane City here next Tuesday, and still is a must-win game, right? So, for the big clubs, for the big teams, win must be a habit. It's something that you just get it. We have examples in our league as well. So we know if we want to be there, if we want to be at that level, it's a habit, it's a must. And it doesn't mean that in the process, there's gonna be bad days, there's gonna be days that we cannot be ourselves, that the opponent is better as well, and we have to accept it and go to the next one, not changing our mentality or not having doubts about ourselves. That's when you you can really dream about being successful.
Njabulangiti from News 24. Coach, a very handful of coaches at this club have gone to their third season because of the demands that come with this job. But not only have you achieved that, but you've also been shown love by the club supporters from the day you arrived. What do you make of that love that you've received from Pirate supporters, and what does it do in terms of your drive, beyond just the fact that you're working for a team and you have to win every game?
I think it's a consequence of the football that the players are expressing on the field. In the end, that's something very important for us and something that maybe make us a little bit different. But the ones who are running the show in this team are the players, and they are the ones who are going to the field and expressing themselves as a football players, as a persons. And I think the people is fully behind them. They are happy. And the consequence is also that somehow they are happy with the coach, which is me in this moment. I'm representing a lot of people behind myself. It's not only a one-man job, what's happening here in Pirates. And like I said, it's a symptom of a good connection with the fans, a good synergy, and that's something that can only give us something positive in the future. So, yeah, it's like I said, the same way that when the critics are coming, I have to accept it in a good way. When the people is happy, obviously gives you a good energy and like more petrol for you to continue to keep going.
We'll take the final 3 questions.
From the Riveiro from the Times, you played 8 games already this season, and some of your players also played in the national team, like Ele and Tata. Based on like what you speak to your technical team, the people who are in charge of analyzing their workload and things like that, how are you going to manage them over the next few weeks? Because there's another international play coming up, which you're obviously mindful of. Are you considering, protecting it because it's a long season with a lot of competition for Pirates this season? I saw in Europe, which is talking about, preventing the burnouts of these young players who play week in, week out, all competitions and the national team.
It's true, and actually I think we are in a, not only us, like you said, in Europe as well, we are in a new space for all of us. It's a new space that we are starting to explore, to have experiences, to learn, and with the resources that we have, which are more than enough, I have to say, or good enough. It's important to be accurate in our analysis, the way we analyze the numbers around the team, every kind of number to prevent possible injuries, to prevent moments of how you say it, like no form. Yeah, that we can keep that level of performances that we are looking for. Right now, till now, we managed to be really consistent in our start 11, which is something. It was something positive when we analyzed not only the results, also the performances. But now we go into a new space. We are playing now, I think it's even less than 72 hours, or pretty much there. And that's something new, only 2 days in between the games. It's not new, but it's not a normal situation. Usually the worst scenario used to be 3, then we play again on Tuesday with Polokwane. We have a long trip to Durban, and it's also mentally, because it's not league, 3 points. Is we play in Botswana, then you have to play for 3 points, then change your mind again to play the second leg. The final start to come little by little more close in the horizon, so it's mental. The best way to recover ourselves is winning. As long as you continue winning, because it's real. I mean, you are more positive, you are more optimistic, so the recovery process is getting much better. And then using the, like I said, the elements that we have in our hands to make sure that the player can continue performing. So we are looking to the horizon because we know what's coming, but at the same time, the priority is always the next match.
Coach, good afternoon. This time last season, it was a new terrain for you to find yourself together with your technical team in the CAF Champions League space. How much are the learnings that you have taken from last campaign going into this one, looking at the different type of result that you are sitting on right now and going forward? Are we seeing you getting into the ease of things? Are we seeing you getting used to the continental space? Just take us through that part.
No, I mean, obviously it's 1 year later, we all have more experience, we all have spent more time together, we know each other much better within the group, among us. Experience in the continent, if I say that I have experience in the continent, I'm not telling the truth. I think I have experience in the preliminary rounds, let's say, right now, but we want to go to the group stage to have that experience. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about our team, our young players, our future, to get that experience in the continent against the best teams in Africa. It's going to make a big difference for them in their careers, in their development. So also it goes without saying for us as a club, is the place where Orlando Pirates must be or should be each and every season. So we know about how important the game tomorrow is going to be for us as a club, for them as an individuals. And that's where we are going to get the real experience. Like right now we have many players also going to the national team, which is helping a lot for them to understand, the type of games that you are playing when you cross the border to the other side. And all of that together, I think, is helping us to week after week, month after month, to be more competitive. And again, tomorrow we have in front of us a very important opportunity to consolidate that process in the future.
Final question?
Good afternoon, Coach. Just to follow up to Lauren's question, recently the Liverpool goalkeeper, Alisson, sort of complained about the fact that players are not consulted when these decisions are taken.
Liverpool goalkeeper.
Yes, Alisson. We have next year we'll have an increased AFL on the African context. We'll have the increased Club World Cup and all those kind of things, and they mean more football matches. Do you feel maybe players must be consulted, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who run onto the pitch, unlike the people who sit and take decisions in boardrooms?
Yeah, it will happen, I'm sure, especially when the players have the capacity to be associated in the different countries. It becomes much more easy, and obviously the player is concerned about it. I can tell you, especially here is starting or will start in the future, but in Europe they are, because and even the coaches, if you think from the coaching perspective, you don't have time to do what you like or what you feel that the team needs to do on the field. It's more about videos and corrections and individuals. And we, like I said before, to answer your college, we are exploring a new territory, a new space that we don't really know the way it's going to finish. We understand that we are here, and like I said many times, we are here to create emotion in the people, to entertain the people, to like you used to say, to make them happy. And for that we need to be ready. We need to be in a good shape, in a good space, in a good mood. And for that you need your time to recover between the competitions, because the competition under pressure especially is not only about how tired you feel or how how your legs are feeling. It's also emotionally, and I think the main complaint coming from the players, at least in the other side of the world, is more about psychologically than conditionally, in my opinion, because like I said, you need a certain time to come back after a knockout game or a game where the stadium is full or the pressure is there, and you need a time to come back and be yourself again, and that's probably where in the future we as a coaches and them as a players, we will need more help and advice and assistance from other elements around the clubs.
Thank you, Coach. On that note, we've reached the conclusion of our media briefing. We'll be back in 5 minutes.